Yay! It's so great to be here with you all. Welcome to my online class, my free online class. And my name is Adikweju Adinle, and I run Niger Startup Fashion here in Nigeria, from Nigeria to the world. And today I want to teach you all on how to run a profitable fashion business online. It is quite a necessary skill that you need to have presently as a fashion vendor online, irrespective of your fashion line or irrespective of what you choose to explore in terms of fashion. And so today I'll be looking at how to run a profitable fashion business online. I'm particular about growing your business skills as an online vendor. I'm sure a lot of you already have multiple dynamic skills to running your business offline. And so today you will find out new ways and strategies in which you can develop your business sufficiently online. Why am I passionate about this particular line of teaching? It's because I personally love fashion too, and I have numerous ways I've been expressing myself in terms of fashion. But I discovered that a whole lot of fashion vendors find it a bit challenging to reduplicate their skills offline on their online businesses, or particularly because they have challenges with trying to create a balance between the fashion business and their online business. And so today, specifically, I'll be looking at how to run your fashion business online. So what are you waiting for? Let's dive in. And so in the next few minutes, I would want you to know that we'll be looking at what you need to know about running the fashion business online, how to strategically position your business in a saturated market. And you would agree with me that selling on Instagram, on Facebook, on Flutterwave, or perhaps on any other online social media platform or selling platform that you have there, it is actually saturated when we talk about fashion line. We have a lot of fashion vendors online selling one thing or the other, and you are actually going there too. So you need to learn how to strategically position your business in a saturated market. Then how do you stand out? So you're going to learn how to stand out in a saturated market and how to attract the right customers who will appreciate your product. And lastly, 100% proven way to get customers to value your product and are willing to buy your handcrafted product or your fashion products generally. And so if you're interested to know all of this, kindly stay with me. My promise to you is that by the end of this course, you will have learned how to strategically structure your mindset. It's very key to structure your mindset and position your fashion business for profit making. My request is simple. I have a few requests I need you to do as we continue in this online class today, which is you have to stay with me till the end and you have to limit your distractions because, you know, you need to pay attention. So I want to encourage you that you should probably use your earpiece or something that would, or move to another environment that would let you sit down, listen to me, watch me talk, and watch me teach you how to position yourself, how to sell in saturated markets for profit making. Then you will need to have your writing pad and a pen close by because you need to write things out as they come to you. In the course of this class, you will learn things, ideas will pop up to you, and so you might want to write them down so that you will not forget the things that you've learned, particularly in this video. Also, opportunity to ask me questions will be provided under the video. And so when you're done with the class and you want to ask me questions, just put in your question and I'll see you with a reply. Then wait a minute. You know, we have a broad base of fashion vendors online. So does it sound like you? You are passionate about fashion, but struggle with converting your passion into money. Yes, you have a fantastic skill. You know how to sew, you know how to craft. You could import goods into the country, or you're doing in between, you're just a retailer online. Do you know how to convert your product, your passion into money? And have you been able to identify the fashion product you want to sell online, but constantly worry that you are in a saturated market? Peradventure, you're not getting the right visibility for your fashion products as a vendor online. Or maybe you have followers on Instagram, but they underprice your product or simply do not buy from you and take your money to another vendor, or you lack the needed self-confidence to show your face online as the face behind the brand to sell off a product. Maybe you are tied down by some limiting mindset you need to overcome. Now, if any of this sounds like you might want to think about this, you might want to say that, what if, just like me a couple of years ago, I was in a dilemma? Yes, I really was. We all have situations in our life, that we need that extra cash. And for me, I had numerous skills. Aside of my teaching skills for students, in the school environment, I had a passion for fashion. I create crafts. I was a beader. I could knit. I could do a whole lot of, handcrafted jobs. And I had all of these beautiful products I had created, and I was looking for a way to sell them because I was tired of selling it offline. I couldn't juggle between my work and my product. So I was trying to find a way to balance it by coming online to sell my products on Instagram and on Facebook. And I was desperate to start selling fast. I thought it was going to be as easy as it was selling to my offline customers. And because I needed cash, I had to work at it from the scratch. And the truth of the matter is, I did not have the energy to do follow for follow, or commenting on 50 posts per day, or liking other people's posts, just because I needed to sell my product. And the truth of the matter is, this is most of the techniques, majority of the techniques that are out there that we are being taught, or that you have been taught, is that you need to go through this process. Yes, you actually have to go through this process, but there are ways that you can strategically, do them, and they will not break your back, and you still find Instagram marketing or Facebook marketing or any other online marketing as interesting as when you were creating the product. The excitement that you get when you're creating a product. Yes, that is the same excitement you should have when you're about selling that product. And for me, I was in a dilemma. Unfortunately, this is about the only way most fashion vendors on Instagram take, because that is the only way that we have been provided, or that you have been provided. And they pray that all their hard labor put into other people's posts, follow for follow, and all of that can be reciprocated, and eventually they still do not make money. And it happened to me. And so, talking from experience, what I've gone through, it came to me that I have come about strategies that had helped me. And that's why I want to share them with you. I want to teach you guys so that you all can implement them into your business. So you need to think about that. And my question to you is, what do you need to ensure that you're selling enough on Instagram and other online platforms to make a profit? Do you think it's your audience, or your product, or peradventure, your price? My settlement for you today it's very simple, is that what you need is social proof. That is all you need to sell your product online. You need social proof. The social proof encompasses that your customers tell you, or the few people who bought from you says, oh, your product is top notch. It is superb. You've got excellent product, excellent customer service, excellent delivery processing. I mean, I am actually impressed with the service that you've rendered to me. I'm giving you a 5-star. And that is all that you need, the social proof, to sell your product online, to strangers in particularly, because when people come online, you have tons and tons of people who do not know you, but are attracted to your product, and they need something just to convince them that they need to buy from you. So if all that you need is social proof, then you need to wait. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I love fashion as much as you do. Like I said, I'm a writer, I'm a teacher, I'm a content creator. But the truth of the matter is, you do not need all of these details about me. What you need is, how can I help you solve your problem? How can I help you get results? And if that is what you're looking for, then you need to stay with me. The first thing that you have to know is that no matter your niche in the fashion industry, whether you're a fashion designer, you're a knitter, you're a shoemaker, you're an accessory person, you're into millinery, or you make art, turban, bonnet, or you actually import your own fashion product and sell online, you must first understand that to sell fashion products, you must sell visuals. Yes, you must actually sell visuals, because people are convinced, people buy into what they see 60% first before they move forward. It doesn't work like the normal adage that says, never judge a book by its cover. When it comes to fashion, people actually judge the book by its cover. And so you might want to remember that when you're creating your content. And so why am I saying this? A lot of vendors churn out products every day, and you overwhelm your audience or your customers or your visitors with variety of products that does not convert into sale. Now, you do not want that to be you. You don't just want to fall into that category of people who create products. You have a variety of products, but they're not converting into sales. Now, here is one of the major things you need to focus on. And this is one of the things, our objective for this video, which is how to run your fashion business. And so for you to run your fashion business online, there are 5 compulsory facts you need to work with that you must know. The first thing is that the business of fashion is highly concentrated on visuals over anything, and your buyers have a fickle mindset. When I say a fickle mindset, is that they are easily swayed by other things that they see online. They're easily swayed, they're easily carried away with colors, with trendy things, with a video skit going on there. And so you might want to understand that the business of fashion online is a highly visual oriented one over anything. And your customers don't just have the time, because they have fickle mindset. And 2, you might want to be clear on your niche. What exactly are you out there offering the general public? What exactly are you selling? Are you just a random seller? Today you sell bags, tomorrow shoes, tomorrow earrings, tomorrow this and tomorrow that, and you have a collection of products all over that is not allowing you focus and narrow down the customers that you might want to come visit you on Instagram or on Facebook or on other online platforms. So you might want to be clear on your niche. An example of being clear on your niche is someone that sells baby shoes or creates baby shoes. Probably you're a knitter and you're knitting baby shoes. If you're doing that, and that is your strong point, that is what you should focus on. Create an array of colorful baby shoes that any would-be mother or any pregnant person or any lady or woman out there that has a baby between 1 and 5 years old, probably 1 and 3 years old, who want to shop from you. Like, you have to know that you have to narrow down your product, be clear on your niche. I'm not saying that you don't have different colors of the product or you don't have variety of the same product, but let it be clear. Let us know that this is exactly what you're doing online. And you must know your target audience. When you have a clear understanding of your niche, focusing your target audience will become easy, because you cannot sell to me who have teenagers what you're creating for infants and toddlers. You see the difference? Yes. So that is what you want to know. So somebody else might actually be selling shoes for teenagers out there, but you are selling shoes, knitted shoes for who? For toddlers. That's what you might want to focus on. When you're clear on your niche, knowing your target audience becomes easy, which is the third thing you need to focus on to run a fashion business online or become a fashion vendor online. And the fourth thing you need to do is you have to do your research. A lot of you don't do research before you dive into the online marketing. Why? Because you think that people just automatically will love what you're doing or will automatically love you. Hello? Nobody knows you. Nobody loves you. Everybody wants products, great products. And you must do the research to know exactly what people are out there doing and how you can create a niche for yourself, because your niche will provide you the target audience and will provide you the online space that you want. So when you do your research, look at into what your competitors are doing and you look at them, you study them, you find their loophole and you capitalize on them to make your own business. And so when you do your research about what colors do people actually shop for most online, and there are a lot of techniques you can use to do this. There are a lot of ways you can know how what is trendy in Nigeria, what is trendy in the world, what are Nigerians buying from UK, what are Nigerians buying from China. You have ways of finding all of these things. And so you might want to do your research to actually know if peradventure the product that you want to sell online will be accepted or will fit into what people are actually looking for. When you do your research, you will find that out. And lastly, you might want to change your mindset. You need to have a change of mindset. Why do you need a change of mindset? Because when you're selling online, you need to remember that if you do not have a winning mindset, there might be a problem. Yes, you have to have a winning mindset because you might not meet your targets all of the time. But with the winning mindset, you will know that you will find out why you were not able to make those sales that you want in month A and work on it to make sure that you make those same sales and exceed your target in month 2. That is what a winning mindset does for you. And that is what you need to get the confidence that you actually need to online. With your winning mindset in place, you will be able to stand the test of time. Because when it comes to any business, there is a seed and growing time, and there is a harvest time. There's a planting period, there's a watering period, there's a waiting period, and there is a harvest time. That is how it works. There are no magic anywhere. You must be able to pay the price of what? Of patience. You must create the right product. That's your seed. You must nurture it, make sure that people see it, convince people to like it, and if to convert into sales. And when you're selling online, especially in an environment like Nigeria, where people, think that we have a lot of people who might not deliver, you might want to make sure that you have a good standing before you come online and create your product and sell off that particular product. So your mindset is actually key to selling well and making profits online. And so, if we have been able to establish the 5 things that we need when we want to run a fashion business online, and I said our visuals, the pictures that we use is very important. Your visuals means your picture, your videos, and every other thing that you project out there into the outside space. Then I talked about having a clear niche. I talked about you know, understanding your target audience, doing your research, and having a winning mindset. How then can you translate these 5 strategy into positioning for your business? Here it is. The fashion world is full of positioning exercises. In fact, positioning your fashion or clothing line is quite critical because of the highly competitive nature of the industry. And you will agree with me that I have explained that in the previous topic on how to discover and how to run your fashion business, 5 things that you need to work with. and work on. That is the 5 strategies I gave you. And so you need to know that it is a highly competitive nature of the industry, as well as the fickle mentality of the audience. So positioning for you is what is key. So if we agree that positioning your fashion business is key because of the highly competitive nature of the industry, both offline and online, then you agree with me that positioning is what? Positioning is key. And positioning your product is not just positioning alone. You must position your product as a solution to someone's out there problem. Now, the someone out there is your target audience. Your target audience is your benchmark. Those are the people that you want to work with. And so you're creating solution for their problems. You have to. For you to position your business properly, you must provide a solution to an existing problem or a recurring problem. A quick exercise. What do you want your customers to think of when they hear or see your name online? What is your product point of difference? What is your product unique benefits? These are 3 core questions that need to be answered by you. I can only open your eyes to some of these details, some of the things you need to do, but the bottom line is you need to be able to answer these questions clearly. And you remember when I asked you to have your pen and paper with you. So as you're looking at as I talk to you, you must be able to write down exactly what you want your customers to think of when they hear your brand name or when they see you or see your product. Then 2, you must be able to have a clear point of difference in terms of your product. Why is product A different from product B? There must be a point of difference. And thirdly, what is your product unique benefit? You must be able to identify that. An example of your product unique benefit might be that when people use your product, it gives them a sense of elegance. And those are some of the values, some of the things that your brand essence must project. In my previous classes where I talked about building your brand essence, we talked extensively about what your brand essence is, and I told them that in my class and my people I mentor, that your brand essence is what comes to mind when people hear your name out there or when people see your product out there. They must be able to smile and like, yeah, I know this, I'm happy to know this person. And when they come to your page, they must be able to have a feeling. Now that feeling is the essence that you're selling, because it's that feeling that will make them buy from you and shop from you. And so when you are well positioned in the market, you are taking actionable steps to join in the sold out gang. And that is what you're doing. Because when you position yourself, you're deliberately taking intentional steps to creating a money making conversion product for you. Now have a case study. And our case study is Forever 21. I'm sure a lot of people are conversant with this particular fashion brand in the US. And their major focus is providing a brand essence of usefulness. And so even if a 50-year-old person walks into Forever 21, they feel young, they feel alive. That is why they said that their mission statement is to provide shoppers with an unprecedented selection of today's fashion with affordable prices. That's what they are known for. And they are always known for always changing and always in style. And so they move with current trend, affordable rates, and those current trends are always in style. And so I want to take a few cues from what Forever 21 is out there to do. It says they're affordable, they focus more on feminine items, a busy atmosphere, satisfying craving for fashion. Look at the word craving for fashion. It makes you hunger for more. It makes you hunger to go into their store, wants you to buy because they understand how to sell using emotions and using the five senses. Also, in my previous class, I talked about how to sell with emotions and how to do sensory marketing. In sensory marketing, you use your five senses to appeal to your audience. You appeal to your audience to buy from you using the five major sensory organs: your eyes, your nose, and so your ears. And so you might want to use words that capture or encapsulate those things that when your customers read your captions, they want to shop from you. But stay with me. Stay with me. We're going somewhere. And so the best strategy to position your brand online is through a great product picture, a good storytelling technique or strategy, and your slogan. Take for instance, for my slogan is, we are creators of happiness. Why am I saying we are creators of happiness? Because I understand that when a fashion vendor or a fashion designer, a knitter, whatever niche you are in the fashion industry, when you create a product and someone buys that product, you have automatically created happiness. Whoever is shopping from you, whoever is buying your product is happy that you have provided them with a service and they are happy with your product. The next thing that that person will do is smile. At that point, you have created happiness. And so for me, my slogan is creating happiness for all fashion vendors. Isn't that lovely? I like it. Don't you like it too? All right, moving on. And here's a fun fact. Let's face it, starting a business can be very easy. But staying in business can be very difficult given that our customers have too many choices on where to spend their hard-earned money. I mean, they have tons of places to go spend their money. And you might want to be one of those places that they spend their money. So the question I pose to small business owners that I mentor is, how do you make your business stand out from the crowd to that so that people will choose to spend their dollars with you? Now, take note of that word, dollars. I'm not saying naira. I say dollars because we're in a global market, we're in a global space. The moment you come online, you are in a globalized environment and anybody can buy from you. People can pay you dollars to send products to someone here in Nigeria or in Kenya or in Nairobi or anywhere. People can shop from you. And so you might want to make sure that they spend their dollars on you. And how then can you stand out as a fashion vendor online? I know this is a burning question in your mind. How can I stand out? How do I make my business stand out? Oh my, you have all of these burning questions. And how do you stand out? I want you to reflect on this picture for a second, just a split second. And you will notice that in that picture, in this particular picture, we have what? We've got classy shoes, but then we have one standing out in color red. And what type of shoes are those? They are diving shoes, they're snorkeling shoes. If you like snorkeling, if you like going underwater, these are shoes that the person would wear. And so for someone that comes across this picture, the color red shoe, the red diving shoe will pop up for the person. And the person will pause for a while and think about it. So if I think of diving, I've got someone who is selling diving shoes right here. And that's how to stand out. For you to stand out, you must disrupt the community you find yourself in online. How can you disrupt the community you find yourself online? You must cause chaos. That's the word. You must cause chaos. I'm not saying negative chaos. You must cause positive chaos by bringing products that, would meet a particular target audience need. You're solving a problem. And when you're solving a problem in the midst of every other person, you're standing out, because in the midst of all these black pens, the yellow pen is standing out. And when you disrupt the market with a particular product that is needed, you're going to stand out as you know what you're doing. Then you nicheify. Remember, I keep on harping on this particular word. You need to understand your niche. You need to have a niche. You can't sell to everybody in the world. I mean, the world is too big for you to be the only person selling to everybody. And so you might want to niche, you might want to break it down, narrow it down, and find your own target. Have a clear understanding of the product you want to create, you want to sell. After that, you need to have a great brand communication. A lot of fashion vendors online are very sarcastic, especially on Instagram. You might want to make sure that your communication skill is right on point. So you might want to work on developing great communication skill, verbal and non-verbal cues. You might want to work on that. Then fourth, you must be bold and authentic. In the midst of everybody, we might all be selling the same product, but being bold and being authentic by not copying everybody, what everybody is selling will make you stand out. And so, are you not tired of attracting are you tired of not attracting the right customers? Let me ask you, are you tired of not attracting the right customers? Are you constantly worried about that you're not attracting the right customers? Are you thinking that probably you're doing something wrong, which is why you're not attracting the right customers? Because you're not getting the right reviews, that 5-star review. Okay? Remember when you download an app, we all have customer review and everybody wants 5-star. And so if you're not attracting the right customers and you're not getting the right reviews, then it might be because we don't know what you're all about. We don't know what you're doing on Instagram. We don't know what you're actually providing, what service you're providing. If you're a fashion designer and you're creating shirts, focus on shirts. If you're a fashion designer and you want to sell online, unless you're a cut and sew, when I mean cut and sew, a couture, bespoke, unless you're a bespoke fashion designer, that is different. But if you're on Instagram or on any social media platform to sell products, you must have a clear niche. And so maybe one of the reasons why you're attracting a wrong customer might be because people don't actually understand what you are all about. So you might want to still do what? Focus on letting us know what you're all about. Create a niche for yourself. Unlike winning the lottery, getting the clients that you want isn't a game of chance. It is a choice. You must make up your mind that I am in this business to make money. I am teaching you because I have a passion and I need to translate my passion into money. And so I am creating a niche for myself. That's how you should talk to yourself. And so it is not a game of chance. It is actually an intentional choice. You made up your mind that I want to make money. And if that is you must position your solution as a painkiller so that your desired customers will locate you. If you have a headache today, what would you take? The first thing that comes to your mind is Panadol. Because if it is not Panadol, it can't be the same thing as Panadol. That is just it. So you are a solution giver. When COVID-19 came, everybody who had hand sanitizer became king of the market. People sold like crazy because they were providing a solution. When COVID-19 came and there was lockdown, we had a lot of people who were sitting at home, who had excess time on their hands, and they were confused with what to do with those extra time. People came online and provided them with online classes, and it helped solve a major problem. I mean, during that time, I launched my own Telegram group, and I was able to teach lots of fashion vendors, especially fashion designers, how to position, how to stand out, how to sell better on Instagram. And it worked out fine because they had time on their hands. But now the lockdown is over. People are moving on. I was able to solve a major problem for them then. And that is what you want to do. You want to position yourself as a painkiller, a solution provider, not just a nutrient. Nobody needs nutrients now. You must prove to us that your product is solving a particular problem in their life. So why does this work when you position yourself as a painkiller or a solution provider? Because it allows you to solve a problem. It positions you as an expert. It enables you prove your offer, and it helps you to interact, to connect, and build trust. And so you're able to develop your know, like, and trust KLT factor when it comes to online business. And when your product is seen as a painkiller, automatically the value of that product is seen. Because when you position your product as a painkiller, you're selling the value, the benefits of that product. People see the value, people see the benefits, people are interested in knowing more. They listen more to you because you're selling the value of the product. By selling the value of a product, you become what? A painkiller. You solve problems. Let's take a case study. Here, I had a client who reached out to me a couple of months back, and she had just created a page on Instagram where she planned on selling wigs and hair accessories. After 8 months of doing the same thing, back and forth, she had made practically no sales. And she has spent lots of money creating Instagram ads, but they weren't converting. Now, here was what we did. Here was my recommendations, what we put in place. First and foremost, we had to re-strategize our content creation for our product. Remember, I talked about you selling online being a visual environment. And so we needed to work on our pictures, we need to work on our content creation. When I say content creation, I mean the whole deal. How are you perceived as a vendor online? Then I emphasized more on selling the benefits of wearing a wig, because there are some people out there who are just comfortable in their natural hair, or whether it is palmed or not palmed, who are just comfortable the way they are. And they don't particularly see any need to wear a wig. And so when she emphasized more on selling the benefits of wearing a wig, and she created educational content on wig styling and maintenance, and leveraged on her offline customers to get the reviews that she wants, the social proof she needs online, we were now able to create ads to boost our visibility, which later converted into buyers for her. Then you might want to imagine that. Now, this is the result. You can see from our conversation. Imagine if this has been her story from the beginning. She has just been cashing out, pam, 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 pam. Wouldn't she be happy? She wouldn't have needed me, but she's been there in the market for 8 months, doing the same thing, creating content that we're not converting, not selling the value based, not selling the value of our products, and all of these other strategies that we worked on. And you can see from our chat with me that she got the results she wants. So imagine if this had been a story from the onset. She won't be in the circle of people who are not selling out. She won't be in the circle of people who are constantly worried that they are attracting the wrong customer, they're not standing out. No, that should not be your case. And therefore, the most effective way to become a sellout vendor online, which is my 100% recommendation, is that you should not be afraid to ask for help. You don't know it all. And you should not be afraid to ask for help. Because if my client has not reached out to me, or my mentees, people I mentor don't reach out to me, they might not have workable templates to help run their business. And so when I discuss 100% way to make sure that you're standing out, you're making sure that you're making money, you need to ask for help. Asking for help involves a lot of things. Involves having a mentor, or involves getting a lot of research to understand what you need. So you might want to ask yourselves this question. Do you have what it takes to effectively and efficiently combine your business offline and online presence together? Are you able to create a balance? Do you have a plan in place to find out exactly how to help your customers see the value in your product without any guesswork, without them coming to your pen like, what is she after? What is she doing? What is it doing? Do you have a structured format in place to help position your online business space as a problem solver? Or do you have strategies in place to be top in your customers' mind? Or do you know exactly how to get your customers to sing your praises? Do you know what to say exactly in your Facebook and Instagram ad? Or do you know how to optimize your online shop for automatic sales conversion? Do you? If you don't have answers to these questions, then you need to ask for help, and you should not be afraid of doing so. You should not listen to what they say that, oh, people are out there to scam you. No, you need to ask for help. People who ask for help do not miss the road. No, you need to ask for help. One thing you must do to scale up your business online is you must invest in mentoring. A good mentor will guide you and hold you accountable. A great mentor will bring like minds together to work as a team to give you the support and boost you need to effectively sell online. Now, here is how I can help you. We've discussed extensively on how to run your fashion business online. You now know your 5 strategies. We've discussed on how to position yourself. We've highlighted that by positioning yourself, you are able to stand out. And if you're able to position yourself as a painkiller, then you must be able to do 4 major things. You must be able to disrupt the environment, your community, online community. You must be able to create a niche for yourself, have a great brand communication, and what? Yes, yes, brand communication. And lastly, you would want to, you guys should remember, you guys should have to go back. I can't remember. Oh my God. But here is how I can help you. I can help you because I have created a course, a master course that talks about how you can actually manage yourself and position yourself. I have created templates down for you in this course that is necessary for you. Remember, I talked about you needing help and be not afraid of help. And that is why I've created this mini course, this master class for you, which is what I call Fashion Sale Hackathon for all fashion vendors. Why do you need this course? It's because in this particular course, there are numerous topics that you might want to focus on and strategies to help build your fashion business online. So that the results that you want, you are actually getting it. And for me to discuss more on this fashion sale hackathon, you might want to stay with me in my next video so that you will know all that, so that you will understand all that this masterclass entails. And that is it, because for this particular video, it's just to help, is particularly to help you sell, open your eyes. Yes, open your eyes to things that you might not be doing well, that you need to work on to help position your fashion business online in a saturated market, which is why we discussed the 5 facts you need to know to run a fashion business, how to position yourself, and how to stand out, and why you actually need to invest in a mentor to help you grow your fashion business online. And here is what like I said, how I can help you. I've provided this masterclass for you, tailored to suit your marketing space online. And so if you find this particular video interesting My name is Adepeju Adenle, and I run and just start up fashion. My primary page also is on Tailor Market NG, where I sell a whole lot of fashion items or fashion vendors to help them project their business better. And so if you find this video interesting, kindly give it a thumbs up, down, give it a review so that other people will come, will find this video valuable for their fashion business online. And so join me in the next video where I talk about fashion sale hackathon. Until then, thank you. Thank you for staying with me. See you in my next video. Bye.